Happy International Women's Day. We'd like to introduce you to trans pioneer Georgina Beyer. Georgina Beyer, may she rest in peace, passed away on Monday at the age of 65 after a long battle with illness. In honour of International Women's Day, we'd like to introduce you to this woman who lived such an incredible life. She was a singer, a drag queen, a sex worker, a radio host, an entertainer, an activist, and a trailblazing politician. Born in Wellington in 1957 of Te Atiawa, Ngāti Mutunga, Ngāti Raukawa, and Ngāti Porou. Beyer moved to Australia as a young adult before returning to New Zealand and developing an interest in a career in politics. In 1993, she was elected to the Carterton District Council, which is a small rural town northeast of Wellington which was a hub for farming. Then in 1995, she was elected Mayor of Carterton, becoming the first openly trans mayor in the world. How incredible. And 4 years later, she was elected MP.
I have to say it, I guess, the first transsexual in New Zealand to be standing in this House of Parliament, not only in New Zealand, ladies and gentlemen, but also in the world. This is a historic moment.
In 2001, a documentary titled Georgie Girl was released, and it tells the incredible story of Beyer's journey from sex worker to politician. Now, you can watch this at NZ on screen, although I think, unfortunately, it might only be for New Zealand audiences. And Annie Goldson, the co-director of the documentary, said that it was fascinating that a transgender person could capture the hearts and minds of a conservative rural community. Now, Beyer was also a very vocal activist for LGBTIQ+ rights. In 2004, she stood up to the Destiny Church over the Civil Union Bill. This bill aimed to remove discrimination from the law based on marital status and sexual orientation, and the Destiny Church was marching in protest of this bill.
Your hatred is totally intolerable.
I mean, you can see she is a really awesome woman. And in 2020, she was made a member of the New Zealand Order of Merit for her contributions to the rainbow community. These contributions were also recognised by Queen Elizabeth II in her 2020 birthday honours. What I really love about her from watching different interviews and speeches that she's given is her sense of humour. When she resigned from politics, she said in her speech, "Well, Madam Speaker, can I say to you at this point that while I have relished the opportunity at being a member in this House, I am glad I don't possess one." Now, Beyer also campaigned for live organ donation and in 2017 had a kidney transplant. This was after having lived with end-stage renal failure, which is the final and permanent stage of chronic kidney failure. In 2018, only 1 year after this transplant, she travelled to the UK, where she became the first person of Māori descent and only the 4th New Zealander invited to address the Oxford Union. And she took the opportunity to challenge Trump on his position against trans issues, which is amazing. And she followed this with a prestigious address at the Cambridge Union also. It's clear from looking back at her life, both of what she presented to the public and versus her more private health issues, just how strong, inspiring, and pioneering this woman was, and what a mark she made in history. It seems only fitting to acknowledge women like this on International Women's Day.